I think it'll just
Not a
keep
bad
things on
idea.
theme.
We should
You want to
encourage
stick to
people
the
to,
roof of people's mouths.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, we need to encourage people to, while they're clicking onto our online show, to have a pair it with a peanut butter jelly sandwich to have the full experience.
That's marketing. And then whenever somebody has a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, they'll think back to you guys and your art. It'll be amazing.
Great.
So Judy, why don't you start us off and tell us a little bit about your art? Like, what medium do you work in, and what themes and motifs come about in your work?
Sure, Mike. This is an ongoing thing for me. Of course, what artist doesn't keep creating and expanding? But through this group, I've come to really embrace the batik method. And by that, I mean it's a wax resist. You melt wax and pour it onto rice paper. I import the rice paper from Japan. It's a really nice, high quality paper, and it allows me to layer paint. So I'll paint a part of the picture and then put the wax on that to preserve it, and continue with the layers until I feel the painting is finished. I'll iron the whole thing off. And then from there, I get to embellish with acrylic paint maybe, or watercolor pencils or crayons to finish the piece. I think my favorite part about the batik method is that it is a surprise. You never really know until you're done how it's going to turn out. And a lot of my process these days, as I'm creating different approaches and pushing myself to do something new and different with it, is it's a lot of, uh-oh, how am I going to fix this? Yeah. So it allows my inner child again, you know, to come out and to play and to connect in a way that, I gotta say, at the end of the day, it just makes me feel happy. I love doing this. And that's what I'm hoping shows, that childlike spirit and the mystical, magical things that I adore, and the exploration. This is what I'm hoping will touch others and maybe ignite in them their own little inner spark, to reconnect that to them. That's really, I think, a main goal of what I love to do.
Love that. That's Judy, so beautifully.
That shows up in her whole life. You can tell in her face that, that has that inner child. I mean, her eyes are so smiley.
I love how you explained in your process that there is this experimentation, this play that's at work, and almost like a dance, a response that you have with your work, because you don't know certain things that are going to happen. You're applying technique, you're applying a method, but there may be unexpected results. And then figuring out, what are you going to do with those? Are you going to lean into certain things? Are you going to keep certain things? Or are you going to respond and then try and change those things a little further? And I love that you're able to engage with your art and your creativity in that way, through that methodology. And even how you describe your process, you know, it seems like it's very it's very involved in the process. It's not simply just making marks on a page. So there is process that has to unfold in that. But ultimately, I think your sense of play and experiment with that process even comes through in your work, and that joy and that happiness that you talk about, that's very evident. And that's not just you as a person, as an artist, but then it also comes through your work and speaks to other people as they view your work. And they say, you know what, this makes me feel happy. This makes me feel joy. And that's the power of art, right?
It's huge. And it really is, you know, we're all interconnected. We all have the same feelings and thoughts and desires. So, you know, why not give a wink to that and extend a hand to that? If you look at a whole, at just this first show that we're doing together, you can see a cohesiveness and a sameness of thought and feeling and love and emotion that goes in the meditation and the mystery and the magic that's in all of our paintings. You know, as you continue with the interview and you speak with the others, everyone's going to see that there is an interweaving of hopes and dreams and desires for all good things.
Yeah.